In this video, we're going to talk about how to keep your calligraphy nib from rusting and also maintain its good condition as you're writing. So let's say that you're ready to sit down and do some drills or write out some calligraphy. When you dip your nib in the ink, you are only dipping to just above that vent hole. And that's not a hard and fast rule. It's either dip just above the vent hole or somewhere in the middle or below it, but never go above it. So moisture should never get up in this area. It's always relegated to down here. So you write. Once you notice that your ink flow is a little bit wonky, maybe the ink is starting to dry on the nib, it should happen after about 1 to 2 minutes, then you swish your nib around in water. Now as I'm swishing here, I want you to notice that the water is not touching above that vent hole. So the water should only interact with the part of the nib that interacted with ink. You should never dunk the pen such that water gets up in the pen, because this is a metal insert, this is a metal nib. It's impossible to get moisture fully out of there. So the pen is definitely going to rust, and if you don't take the nib out when you're done, then the nib will rust too. So once you swish the nib around in water, you just wipe it off with a cloth, dip, and write some more. Now the cleaning process is exactly the same when you're finished writing for the day. You're just going to swish the nib around in water, making sure that no moisture gets up in here, and then dry it off. Now at this point, you can either take out the nib and put it in a nib tin like this or a similar container, or you can leave it in the pen to use next time, which is what I always do. Just as long as you have made absolutely certain that no ink gets up in this area and no water gets up in this area, the nib will not rust and it will last for many months to come.